We live in a world where you can speak to the world and spend no money doing it. It's the first time in the history of the planet that that is possible. 20 years ago, you would need millions, tens of millions if you wanted to speak to the world. Now, you need an internet connection. It's insane. You have an opportunity to build a personal brand if you stand for something. You need to be able to stand for something and be known as that guy. Have a story. Tell your story. Be seen and be heard. The media are so hungry for success stories. You don't have to have built this massive company to tell your story. Be the guy who wants to change the world. Be an innovator. Be an agitator. Be a distractor. But use those techniques with social media, with approaching the media, give them stories and they'll write about you. And the beauty about media is that PR begets PR. It's momentum. So start doing it. Be consistent about your message, about who you are. View yourself as a brand like you would a product. It's got to be you, but it's got to be the best you. And then shout it out loud.
Number one, stand for something. If you stand for nothing, nobody has a reason to remember who you are. Stand for something. So in public speaking, I'm known as the rock star of public speaking. And I own that. And whatever I do, the question in everything we do, I ask my team is it rock star? If it isn't, we don't do it, right? Gil and their team have this philosophy of brilliance or nothing. Mercedes-Benz says, the best or nothing. Stand for something. Because once you stand for something, people have a way to judge you and they have a way to remember what your brand stands for. It's the first thing I'd say. The second thing I'd say from a strategy in terms of building your own personal brand is find a place, a space, or a way you can be unique. When I started speaking, I used to wear All-Star shoes. So I'd have an expensive suit and I'd wear Converse All-Stars. And people were, why wearing Converse All-Stars? Where I come from, we grew up okay. We weren't wealthy by any stretch of the imagination. But my mother used to only be able ever to afford a single pair of branded shoes. Now, when you're a little child, you want clothes to be branded because all your mates have branded clothing. And she couldn't afford Nike and Adidas and the rest of it. So she always bought us Converse All-Stars. It was the cheapest brand and everybody had it and it carried social equity. So when I began to succeed, I used to wear All-Stars and people say to me, why? I'd say because the suit tells you where I'm going. The shoes remind me where I'm from. And because of that, I became known as that rock star guy, the all-star guy. Yeah, I know the guy, right? So you create a little space where you can be unique. And the third thing I'd say is be authentic. If it doesn't feel genuine, just don't do it. Because people are going to pick up that you're putting on, it's not really you, and then it's not going to work. Just don't do it.